Welcome back to some more Resident Evil. As far as inventory management is concerned, I am starting this video with my shotgun shells, my assault shotgun. Let me go ahead and refill it. The 2 books here, and also the CD. So let me go ahead and examine these books. If I examine the sides of each of them, I will unlock some medallions here. So we got a Medal of the Wolf. And then let me examine this other book. And there is a Medal of the Eagle. Excellent. So we're ready to get started now. Let's head down here. So every time you see candles in this game, you should be thinking about a specific person. If you could even call it a person.
Jill, you're alive. I was worried, because I thought you were...
Start talking.
Calm down, I didn't want to do it. Believe me, I can explain.
Don't lie to me!
No time to talk. Jill, hand me my gun!
So, pretty shady with Barry going on here, but he has saved my life on multiple occasions, and I do want the best ending in the game, so I will give him the gun.
Thanks, Jill.
So if you remember from Lisa's diary, she said 4 stones were preventing her from seeing her mother. So we have to push these 4 stones off here. And Barry will kind of keep her at bay by stunning her with the gun. Let me work on pushing these while he keeps fighting her off. So quite a weird ending to that saga. Pretty tragic as well, because everything Lisa always wanted was to be reunited with her mother, and I think finally she has done so. So there's a skeleton and something else. There's a family picture. It's a letter. To my Lisa, day by day I can feel my consciousness drifting further away. The shots given to me by men in white clothes made some of Mommy's itching go away. Today they gave me another shot saying it was nutrition. When they gave me the shot, Mommies can think straight, but Mommy's shocked and sad because Mommy's unable to think of you all the time. Mommy's afraid of forgetting everything, especially the memories of you and Daddy. What your faces look like, how we used to be together, they're all starting to disappear into somewhere dark in my mind. Oh Lisa, I wish I could touch your face and hold you in my arms right now, so that I could hold on to our wonderful memories of you and Daddy. Lisa, we can't stay here any longer. We have to escape. Listen to me, Lisa. Our chance to escape is the next time we go to that lab together. We'll both pretend that we are both unconscious, and when the man in white clothes is off guard, that will be our chance. When we're on the outside, let's look for Daddy together. Okay, sweetie? Be strong, Lisa. November 13th, 1967. Jessica Trevor, aka Lisa's mom, and George Trevor's wife. So quite tragic there.
I don't believe that thing's really dead. Leave this place up to me and go on ahead.
Okay.
So maybe Barry redeemed himself again. Still shady that he would try to pull a gun on Jill, though. That's a little weird. And oh my god, these camera angles. There we go. Pretty sweet elevator. I wish they made elevators like this instead of your regular box elevators. They get boring. Why do all elevators have to look the same? I don't know. Alright, so I'm going to use my medallions on these things here. So I'm going to use my wolf medallion on this one. And I'll come around to use the golden eagle medallion on this statue. Come up through here. And let's head down into the laboratory. Where apparently Lisa and her mother tried to make their last stand together. Obviously it did not end well. The sign reads, "Will not open unless in first-class emergency." I wonder what separates a regular emergency from a first-class emergency. So there's an ink ribbon here, and this one's like really hard to get, but I managed to do it, because sometimes you'll interact with that typewriter instead. Anyways, let me deposit it real quick, because I'm going to need the inventory space. And let's see. Oh my god, this thing is such a mess. I keep saying I'm gonna clean it up, but I never do. And now I feel like it's too late in the game to really do much about it anyways. So there are gonna be some zombies here. I do want to equip my shotgun just in case. There's that guy. I don't want to kill them because I don't want them to come back as crimson heads. There's that one there, and that probably ended up killing him, unfortunately. So I'm going to go ahead and take this ammo disc as well. It's able to blast his head off, so that's good. You get this first aid kit here. And let me do a little bit of inventory cleaning. I'm gonna need some space available to me. Let's go through here. There are a few x-rays I can pick up here. So this is the x-ray of Clark David. And then here is the x-ray of someone else. So there's something scrawled on the notepad. To use the electronic door, place the initials in alphabetical order. So that's going to be the patient initials, I believe. Okay. So we want to put Clark David, since it's C and D, on this spot right here. Oh my gosh. This is what really frustrates me about this game, is that you have to be angled perfectly in order to use items. There we go. And then I'll put the other one up here. Excellent. And I think there might have been something for me to read here. I can't remember. Yeah, here on the desk I think there's something. There we go. Researcher's letter. June 8th, 1998. My dearest Ada. By the time you read this letter, I will no longer be the person you once knew. The result of my test came out today, and I suspected it came out positive. I feel like I am teetering on the edge of my reason just thinking about my impending doom. I would give anything not to have to become one of them. As far as I know, you are not infected. I sincerely hope things do not reach such a desperate pass, but if it has turned out that you are now the last person remaining alive, I want you to get the material from the visual data room. Then activate the self-destruct system in the power room and escape from here. Please do everything in your power to make this whole accident public. If everything is still running normally, you should be able to release all the locks using the security system. I have set up the terminal in the small security room so that you can log into the system using my name and your name as the password. You will need another password to release the lock of the door in the basement level 2 where the visual data room is located. As a safety measure, I have coded that password into an X-ray picture, a retinogram. I know you, and I'm sure you will be able to work it out without any trouble. There's just one more thing, and it is my last request. I hope you never have to lay eyes on me in this state. But if you do happen to run into me in my hideous form, I beg you to put me out of my misery. I hope you understand. Thank you, Ada. Yours truly, John. So let's try to solve the mystery of the password here. So what we can do is we can use this switch. So we will see that this is the colon. This is the esophagus. This is the liver. And these are the lungs. So if you get the first letter of all those organ systems, you spell out the word cell. So C for colon, E for esophagus, L for liver, and L for lung. So let's get out of here for now. Let's see. Let's go through here. So I want to blast this guy. I don't know if that took his head off. Doesn't look like it. So let me go through this door. So there are some magnum rounds here. Definitely be taking those. There's something glowing here, a first aid box. I'll use that. Let me go ahead and open it up. And I'll go ahead and use it just to clear up a spot here. Because there is another item here. A battery pack. I guess I didn't need an inventory space for that, but that's okay. Nothing else back through here. But there is this computer. First, let me read the file. V-Act Researcher's Notes. There is now evidence that when the host loses consciousness, the body goes into a dormant state. During this time, the virus becomes active and rapidly transforms and reconstructs the basic composition of the body. The host eventually mutated into a humanoid creature. We call them V-Acts. Its speed is amazing, and amazing muscular development are particularly noteworthy. After transformation, it becomes more agile and aggressive. Already 4 of our researchers have died from trying to feed it, turning the place into an instant bloodbath. Ever since this tragic and barbaric accident, we have decided to call its kind Crimson Heads. That dangerous and precious prototype specimen can't be left there. We have to figure out a way to deal with it. Termination is definitely not an option. We finally decided to freeze the specimen and confine the body inside the basement of the backyard cemetery. So there you go. So if you can remember, that's one of the classic Crimson Heads we encountered back where we put those death masks. Alright, so if you remember, he said his username was going to be John in that one note, which is kind of sad. Password security was not what it is now, back in 1998. And then his 3-letter password of his girlfriend, Ada. Let's go ahead and enter here. Excellent. And then for the password here, remember it's going to be cell. Alright, so that's unlocked. And we got this whole map of the basement here. And then let's access B3 as well. Perfect. So we are done here. And I'm going this way. Actually, let's go this way. Really? There we go. Blasted him. And let me go through here. Having a hard time blowing these heads off. Again, it's very luck dependent, unfortunately. Alright, so I got plenty of items to use here, but I think what I want to do first is actually this. It's a security system passcode transmission device. If you got an MO disk, you could transmit the passcode to the system. So let me empty up an inventory space by using that. Excellent. So transmitting the code seems to have unlocked something. There's a fax here. To Sanitation Division, Attention Manager of Sanitation, from the Raccoon Disaster Contingency Committee. The contents of this fax are confidential and intended for the named addressee only. Any copying or disclosure of the contents of this fax to any third party is strictly forbidden by the sender. After reading the contents of this fax, it must be destroyed immediately. We expect significant increase in the damage done by the recent T-virus outbreak than initially estimated. There are several concerns. First concern, more than half of the researchers have been infected by the T-virus and died. It has also been reported that almost all of the survivors of this accident are starting to show symptoms of the T-virus infection. Second concern, our secret security patrol team has also been completely eradicated. Therefore, our most secret research is in danger of public disclosure. Quick actions are demanded to prevent mass media coverage. Third concern, there is a high possibility that most of the specimens are running loose inside the compound. We expect many casualties to follow. However, yet unfortunate, these casualties underscore the success of our research results. Actions must be taken to prevent our research results from being made public. We suspect the first official intervention will come from the state police and STARS. We strongly recommend taking measures against them first. So a little bit more insight as to why they're trying to get rid of the STARS. So let me take these lights here. And then I think there is some... thought there was like a first aid kit here as well. But maybe not. Alright, so let's get out. I think I got everything here. Let me just double check. I did. For some reason I thought there was a first aid kit. So some of the zombies up here can turn into crimson heads if you didn't headshot them. So you gotta be careful with that. Alright, so before I start picking up all this stuff here, let me actually place these slides in the projector. Umbrella. Bioorganic weapon official reports. So these are some of the enemies we've been encountering. So the dogs are the MA-39 Cerberus. The shark is the FIO-3 Neptune. And then these guys are the hunters, the MA-121. And then we have this T-002 Tyrant, which we have yet to encounter. And this is the Bioorganic Weapons Research Group Development Staff. And take a look at that guy on the right with the sunglasses. Does he not look familiar? Yes, that is indeed Wesker. And here is a code 8462. And now we know who the traitor is. Wesker is part of Umbrella. So that is very unfortunate for everybody. We've been betrayed. We've been betrayed. That's alright. So security protocols, level 1, heliports for executive use only. This restriction does not apply in the event of an emergency. Basement level 1, passage to the heliport entry is prohibited unless accompanied by a consultant researcher or chief of security. Unauthorized persons entering the heliport will be shot on sight. Elevator, the elevator stops during emergencies. Visual data room for use by the Special Research Division only. All other access to the visual data room must be cleared with Keith Arving, room manager. Prison Sanitation Division controls the use of the prison. At least one consultant researcher, E. Smith, S. Ross, and A. Wesker must be present if viral use is authorized. So again, there's Wesker's name. Triple lock door entry into the room is limited to the sole person who deactivates the lock with all of the passcodes. Accessing the exclusive output terminals located in each section of the senior researchers deactivates the lock. Power room. In this room, nitro compound is used as the primary fuel source of power. Access is limited to the headquarters supervisors. This restriction may not apply to consultant researchers with special authorization. Passcode output terminals. Use and access of the output terminal is limited to authorized senior researchers. Regarding the progress of the tyrant after the administration of the T-virus, illegible thereafter. Alright, so we got some shotgun shells here for me to take. We got some first aid here. And then we got an MO disc that I can't carry. That's alright, so let me go ahead and do this passcode terminal. If you remember the code at the end of the slides, it was 8462. Excellent. So let me head down here for now, where it opened up. And I got a key. I can't carry it. Dang it. Alright. So here's another one of the passcode transmission things. Or actually, this is where I see the film. Excellent. So if you remember Kenneth's film from way back in episode 1, let's go ahead and view it.
What? Get away from me! No! Hey! No!
So he did not go out with a bang. He basically was just kind of cowering and unfortunately got eaten. Let me use a couple of these to clear up some space here. And then let me take this key. Now let me take the MO disc as well. And then I was pretty sure that I could actually use the MO disc somewhere here. Is it back here? No, that's all the tape. Alright, I know there's a map here for sure. Somewhere. I think the map is right here. Map of the lab. Definitely gonna take it. So there we go, we got that. And actually, I can't put an MO disc here. I'm thinking of a different room. I don't know what I'm talking about. I feel safer running with my shotgun in this video. So that's why I've been running with it. So I'm gonna go ahead and unlock this door. I'll go ahead and unlock this one as well. That way I can get rid of the laboratory key so I can discard it, open up my inventory a little bit. And there is a knife here. Or a dagger. Then let me come up through here. So you can hear something crawling around. Not good. I'm gonna be pushing this shelf here. Let's take some shotgun ammo. And let me actually go ahead and refill, because we're running a little low. Now let's crawl through the vents. And here's a new enemy. Looks like a cockroach. 2 or 3 shots usually does them in. This guy was just being a bit of a douche. And they kind of melt away. It's unfortunate that I'm not able to see it just because of the angle that I'm at. But whatever. Alright, so killed those guys. Alright. So let me go before they keep coming through here. I'm gonna go through this top vent now. So here is the ammo that I can use the second transmission device on. So let me go ahead and put on my disc. So now I got 2 out of the 3 activated. Perfect. Transmitting passcode seems to have unlocked something. And there is a battery pack here. Go ahead and push this shelf. Alright, and here we have a little bit of respite from all the dangers down here in the laboratory. This is another safe room with the excellent music and a typewriter and some extra items for me to take with me. So there is a spray. There is also these grenade shells. Let me go ahead and use the spray. That way I can also get the ink ribbon over here. Excellent. Alright, so that is gonna do it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed. We finally put a conclusion to the Lisa, Jessica, and George story, but now we found a traitor in our midst. It is Wesker indeed, and we will see what happens in the next episode. The next one is actually going to be the finale for the Jill playthrough, so I hope you'll join me for that. Be sure to subscribe to the channel, leave a like on the video, and I'll see you next time.